Welcome to issue 8 of the Bansko Buzz audio newsletter version. This newsletter recently went out, and this is the audio version for the newsletter. This is issue 8. The final round, saying goodbye to Bansko's pub quiz tradition. Here is a photo, I'm there on the right hand side, here's a photo of Quiz 1 winners, which was back on the 17th of May 2021. Team called the Logheads. It was at the Log House was the first one. The final one's going to be at the Log House as well. And this photo is by Bansko Street Dogs. If you've spent any amount of time over the past 2 to 3 years in Bansko, then you've likely been to or heard about the Bansko Street Dogs pub quiz. Over the busier months, and especially during the winter, the quiz has become a regular Monday night tradition, a chance to unwind, show off your trivia knowledge, and connect with other people. Tomorrow, Monday the 16th, will be the last ever pub quiz, at least for now. If you're in town, come to the Log House for the final rounds of questions, a bit of rivalry, and trying to keep loud teammates from shouting out the answers. Unfortunately, that happens all too often. Maybe your team will join the Hall of Champions by winning tomorrow night. And whatever happened to Timmy the Trophy? Will he find a new home or take a well-earned rest after years of crowning the best teams in Bansko? Who knows? Inside the Bansko Notice Board Facebook group, there were 90 new posts, 264 new comments and 1,456 reactions inside the past week. Online shopping in Bulgaria and delivered to Bansko. Val wanted to know how online shopping and delivery works in Bulgaria, and specifically how you get things delivered to Bansko. There were some interesting thoughts in the comments, lots of suggestions, getting it delivered to an office or a box via Speedy or eCont, etc. So if you want to learn more about that, click or tap on the link. Isn't a beer race better than the Pirin Ultra? Julio posted that he'd rather be doing a pint beer race in Sofia than the Pirin Ultra at the weekend. And to be fair, I think a few of us are thinking the same thing. Beer race sounds a lot better than legging it up and down the mountain. Recommendations for solar companies. John posted asking for recommendations for solar companies to install some panels on his roof of his house. Some people had some suggestions in the comments. Why does Vintage Cafe show us closed? Leslie wanted to know on Pirin Street, one of the many coffee shops on Pirin Street, but actually one of the better ones, lovely cakes in Vintage Cafe. She wanted to know why does it look like it's closed at the moment. Some people had suggestions and answers. From my point of view, usually out of season, they like to take a little bit of a break. So outside of summer and outside of winter, sometimes they'll close for a week or two or whatnot. What Terminal 3 at Sofia Airport might look like in the future. So Kevin shared a post that showcases how Terminal 3 at Sofia Airport could look when it's actually fully built. So that's interesting, I think. Worth having a go and have a look if you want to. Local and municipality news in Bansko. Traffic and road safety campaign. With the new school year starting soon, Bansko Municipality has introduced a road safety awareness campaign for children. Independence Day is coming up next Sunday, or Sunday the 22nd of September. It's going to be Independence Day in Bulgaria. The country will celebrate 116 days of independence from the Ottoman Empire. And the day after it, on the Monday, is the next working day. So that's going to be a national holiday. So all offices, any kind of places that you'll go that are usually open 9 to 5 Monday, Friday, and banks, etc., government buildings, they're going to be closed on that Monday the 23rd because the holiday falls on the 22nd. Ski Club continues its success in summer competitions. So competitors from Bansko Ski Clubs continue to win. Last weekend in the village of Belchin, individuals from El Tepe and SC Bansko won a range of medals and awards while competing in a cup there. I'm not going to pronounce that. I have no idea how to pronounce that. If you're interested, go and click or tap on that link. Problems with the street lighting in Bansko. With all the different construction projects in town, you'd think there were enough streets without proper lighting at night, but it looks as though The installation of the new street lighting on some streets has actually brought about some complications, which I think they should last for another week or two. Go and have a look at this post on Facebook. It'll have all the information there. Razlog mourns the loss of aviator in a recent crash. Earlier this week, 2 Bulgarian Air Force jets crashed at an airbase north of Plovdiv while they were conducting low-altitude manoeuvres ahead of an airshow scheduled for yesterday, Saturday 14th. Razlog municipality named one of the pilots as 28-year-old Senior Lieutenant Duncan from Razlog. If you want to read about that story, then click and tap on the link. As a point of note, there's going to be some announcements in the Bansko Buzz of new hospitality spots, so bars, restaurants, etc., that are going to be opening in the coming weeks. It is out of season, but lots of places, if they're used to opening places or they know how the seasons work in Bansko, then they do actually like to open out of season so that they've got some people that live here before the busy season starts. Because what you don't want to do is, as a new place, you don't want to open when the season's just started or just after the season started and then have not great experiences for everybody, right? Some of them do look quite promising, so in the next few weeks of the Bansko Buzz and the months coming up, I'll be giving you the information about these places. Local charities in Bansko. There's 3 local charities that do great work in Bansko and the surrounding areas. I want to highlight them in Bansko Buzz. That is the Bansko Street Dogs, who help street dogs in Bansko and the surrounding areas through emergency care, neutering, flea and tick treatment. They put up feeding stations around town with sometimes kennels to keep the streeties warm, dry and well nourished. Mountain Rescue Service, they're made up mostly of volunteers and they're always on call to go head up the mountain should you run into any difficulties, and it doesn't matter what the weather is, they will get up there and find you. Sunflower, they continuously support the 4 safety homes in Bansko, the dementia home in Mester, and this centre for people with special needs. If you've got any spare dollars, leather, euros or pounds, then feel free to click or tap on these links or the logos and send them some of that loose change. Events coming up next week. The Pirin Ultra Marathon is taking place on Friday to Sunday, so that's actually incorrect. I think it should be Thursday to Sunday. Yep, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So it's actually Thursday to Sunday. Not sure why I've written Friday. 20th, 21st, 22nd and 23rd. There's going to be lots of different types of races or lengths of races: 25 kilometer, 38 kilometer, 66 kilometer, 166 kilometer. That's going to take days, isn't it? That's maybe why it's Thursday to Sunday, because they'll start off first. The routes are different lengths, different abilities as well. They've also then got different start times and start and finish locations. So there's a lot of information about all these different ones. Most people that will, if you live in town or you visit town often, or you know a few people that live in town, then they'll probably be taking part in the 25 kilometer. That one is the usual one where in the morning, they'll set off from one point and then they'll finish up down in the town square. It's best to then look at the race schedule on the official website, and I've linked to it here. Forgotten Greatness exhibition continues. An exhibition of graphics and sculptures is continuing to be showcased in Bansko. This continues on Monday the 16th and Tuesday the 17th, on both days from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. at the Tourist Information Centre in Bansko. Tourist Information Centre in Bansko is near the Big Tree, which is right slap bang next to the Holy Trinity Church. Dobrinish Day celebrations for Independence Day. So next Sunday the 22nd, which is the Independence Day, the holiday for businesses like the bank holidays on the Monday the 23rd. So on the Sunday in Dobrinish Day, there'll be celebrations for Bulgarian Independence Day in the main square. Events start at 9:30 a.m. with a children's football tournament, and then there's other activities throughout the day, including a church service and a concert. If you want to find out more about that and you want to attend, etc., then click and tap on this link. You will need translation, so you'll need a browser or a plugin that will translate if you don't read or write in Cyrillic. Spirit and Matter exhibition, an exhibition of watercolours and icons by Rosanna and Dimitar, will be showcased in Bansko on Saturday the 21st at 11 till 7, Sunday the 22nd 10 till 2, Monday the 23rd 9 till 6, and Tuesday the 24th 9 till 6. And that will be at the Tourist Information Centre in Bansko, which, as mentioned before, that's near the Big Tree and Holy Trinity Church. This is going to be the final exhibition of the summer 2024 calendar. Most of the events have now finished. It's just petering out all these exhibitions, etc., that are continuing on until next week. If you want to include an event in next week's buzz, then click on this form and send it to us. Weather forecast, it's starting to get a little bit cooler this week than last week, or it's starting to decline, especially at night time, and you can see that there's quite a lot of sporadic rains and rainstorms, etc. I've said here that this year's weather looks like it's on a similar path to last year, apart from it all coming forward a week. People are saying, oh, it's getting a bit too cold early. It is, but it's probably about a week to 10 days earlier than what it should be. And I'm actually now wondering, so last year we had quite a bit of snow in November, and then in December we had some snow, but then it started to warm up a little bit. Lots of things started to melt, so the start of the season was not that great. I'm just thinking this year, is it going to be the same case where we get a warm spell in November, December before the season starts? Not sure. We'll have to see what happens. Apparently, there's predictions that it's going to be a great winter this winter, but the last two haven't been, so we'll see for the skiers and the boarders. If you want a close to accurate forecast for Bansko, then go to the Meteo Blue website or download the app, and then you can put in where you are, etc. Before you go, the Bansko Buzz will always be free to subscribers, not making it a paid model or anything. But if you'd like to show your appreciation for the time and effort that I put into bringing it to your email inbox every Sunday by 9 p.m. Bansko time, then feel free to click or tap on this link and buy me a beer. And that's it. That's issue 8 of the Bansko Buzz newsletter for all news, information, events and happenings in Bansko town in Bulgaria. If you haven't already signed up or you want to learn more, go to www.banskobuzz.com.